Good day and welcome, America and beyond. I'm Tom Donahue for Tom Donahue Reports and the Briefing. What can I say? But it's a simple answer. When a reporter or anybody asks you, must you uphold the Constitution? And your response is, I don't know. Well, what does your oath say? What is the oath of every government official? I mean, come on. I mean, if you can't, at a bare minimum, low bar, uphold the Constitution, follow the Constitution, to say that, oh, I'll leave those questions to my brilliant lawyers, my brilliant cabinet people, my advisors, that's nonsense. That's a cop-out. I can't believe, whether it be Fox News or the other lesser-known broadcasts, lesser-known cable or streaming networks, talk shows, pundits, etc. If you purport to be conservative, and I'm not even going to go where even liberals should feel this way too, that if you're not about upholding, supporting, defending the Constitution of the United States, well then your tail end should be kicked to the curb. You should be tossed out of office. Now remember, he thought the Constitution should be thrown out when he was having his legal cases and there were frustrations, which had nothing to do with the Constitution. You've got to take this person at their word. If he doesn't know, it's almost as bad as Biden in his brain fog and his mental decline, his dementia. Now, I don't believe Trump is anywhere near that, but to not answer directly and say, yes, as President of the United States, I absolutely 100% positively will follow the Constitution of the United States, even if I believe that I'm doing the right thing. Well, the right thing is following the Constitution. Numbnuts, knucklehead, Nimrod, all the talking heads on the right are going to defend him because he's their boy. They're skin in the game because he's going to purport and propose and enact, whether it's through executive fiat or through the laws, their agenda. Well, my only agenda is the Constitution of the United States, okay? And doing what's best for America, but following the highest laws of the land, following in the footsteps of the framers and the founders of this great country. I don't even want to use the word disappointment because I almost expect this of Trump because everything's about whatever he wants in the moment. That orange-faced big baby who goes on tirades and hissy fits. He's Dennis the Menace, but almost becoming more menacing of the Dennis instead of the innocence of Dennis the Menace. So I'm frustrated that it's not in President Trump. It's in the people that are his enablers and his supporters and his blind followers and faithful that they cannot hold his feet to the fire. There's no guardrails. There's no protections against this guy. Now, if Biden or Obama or Clinton were to do these kinds of things, there'd be all this moral outrage. There'd be this uprising. But because he's our boy, he's our guy, we like him, letting him get away with anything and everything. So I don't know where the red line is. I don't know how far he can go till finally people's conscience and sensibilities and their morals and ethics kick in. I just don't know. But my podcast or my stream, my program would be more successful, even more popular if I just followed the MAGA playbook and just like a mini bopper, just follow along. Bow to and kiss the ring, genuflect. Yeah, and remember the AI images of Pope Trump. If a liberal, a progressive did this, all the sanctimonious Republicans and conservatives would be in abject horror and shock. Trump does it. It's funny. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Now, I covered in the last program that Trump says he in effect rules the world. He says he runs the country and the world. And he also claims in his 100 days he made no mistakes. Now, do you know anybody within 100 days, any period of their lives, that there wasn't at least some mistakes? I mean, is he Mr. Perfect? Is he a saint? Is he a pope? It's shocking to me that people are tolerating this. And not just tolerating it, but accepting this. They're normalizing this. They're enabling this. They're allowing this to take place with no pushback. Now, there's a few voices here and there, but they're in the extreme minority. It's almost as though people are in fear to criticize. I mean, Trump calls for the firing of certain Fox pundits and commentators and hosts if they quote a poll, if they say something factual but somewhat critical. Another thing that I wanted to just mention before closing here, because I'm trying to keep these briefer and more singular and more specific in subject matter. Trump is signing an executive order for the reopening of the Rock, Alcatraz. And I keep thinking, all this law and order and all this stuff, and he's a convicted felon. He would be multiple criminal felon if he didn't win that election, make many of these cases go away. He did break many laws. Not all those laws I agree with, but there's many people that have served time for minor infractions or misinterpretation of financial rules or laws, and nobody was there to aid them. To me, if Trump is so steadfast and so hard-nosed about people serving time, well, he spent so much time and money to make sure he didn't serve any time and accept zero responsibility for any of his actions. So we just keep allowing, I shouldn't say we because I'm not part of it, continue to cover up and to excuse away, whitewash his background, his history, and to me is unconscionable. So maybe he should serve a few days at Alcatraz, okay? Or the Atlanta Penitentiary or Supermax in Colorado. It's unbelievable. And I know pro-MAGA people are going to go, how could you say these things? Because they're true. And because I do uphold the Constitution, and I believe in freedom of the press, and I believe in freedom of speech. Apparently, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution of the United States, means little or nada with so many of you. And I'm not saying the people that listen to this podcast on a regular basis, I think you're really in tune, in sync with much of what I'm trying to share and say. So until we meet again, Tom Donahue for Tom Donahue Reports and the Briefing. Have a great day.